Hi, everybody. Welcome back to this week's episode of the Jimmy Dore Show. I'm joined by TV's Frank Conniff from Mystery Science Theater 3000 and Cinematic Titanic, now on Hulu. And coming to a city near you. Check it out at cinematictitanic.com. I want to talk quickly about Mitt Romney's gaffe. They let out the film that showed him saying what he really thought. You know, the only mistake you can make in politics is when you accidentally tell the truth. And so what Mitt Romney did was say what he really thinks about half of America, that they're all moochers and freeloaders. And well, here's what he had to say.
There are 47% who are with him, who are dependent upon government, who believe that they are victims, who believe that government has a responsibility to care for them, who believe that they're entitled to health care, to food, to housing, to you name it. But it's an entitlement, and government should give it to them. And they will vote for this president no matter what.
Yeah, see, so there you go. Everybody's entitled, and the 47%. Even though we all know now, by the time you're viewing this, you all know that of those 47% of the country that don't pay federal income taxes, most of them pay payroll taxes, which is their Social Security and their Medicare. So they're supporting the federal government. And most of those people who pay payroll taxes actually pay a higher rate out of their income and taxes than Mitt Romney does. So Mitt Romney, what's that thing I want to do? Like that. That's what I want to do for Mitt Romney.
So you're saying that statement on his part was kind of dickish.
Kind of dickish. And you know what's funny is as he's berating the 47%, there's waiters and waitresses all around him. All around. Look, like this little son of a bitch here filling my glass water. This prick doesn't want to take responsibility. Huh? You know how long I had to wait for him to refill that? I got parched.
Well, you know, Mitt, he's always criticized for being so stiff and uncomfortable. It was nice for once to see him relaxed and talking exactly the way he feels. I mean, seriously, he's more like, he seems like more like a real person in that clip than in anything we've ever seen him do, because he's speaking from his heart.
Yes,
you know?
It's sad that the only time he can humanize himself is when he's being a dick.
Yes, exactly.
It's like, well, I believe that guy's really a human dick. So here's how Mitt Romney decided to defend. When that came out, here's how he defended it.
This is how America works. It does not work by a government saying, become dependent on government. Become dependent upon redistribution. That it will kill the American entrepreneurship that's lifted our economy over the years.
Yeah, you know, that kind of redistribution that ruins the ruins the economy. You know, when they take taxes from poor saps like Mitt Romney and then waste it by hiring teachers, firemen, and picking up the garbage. You know, that kind of redistribution. That's what he's talking about.
As opposed to the entrepreneurial spirit that he talks about of like buying companies, gutting them, firing everybody, and making a profit.
Yes, that's what he's talking about. Yes. That's just how America works, right? First, you're born with a silver spoon in your mouth, you have millions of dollars, then you run for president, tell everybody you're going to fix the economy, but I'm going to tell you after I win. That's how America works. That's how America works.
I was in your show at Flappers the other night, and you might have noticed that I told the audience, I don't have any jokes right now. I'm going to, you'll find out about them later.
Yeah.
After my set is done, come into the kitchen, and I'll tell you that I don't feel like I should tell them to you now.
Yeah, you shouldn't. You're not going to tell the jokes before the election.
Surprisingly enough, that was my best set ever.
That was great. You have 50-50 approval rating on that set. So here, so let's go back and here's what I think was the real damaging part of that hidden video.
47% of Americans pay no income tax. So our message of low taxes doesn't connect. And he'll be out there talking about tax cuts for the rich. I mean, that's what they sell every 4 years. And so my job is not to worry about those people. I'll never convince them that they should take personal responsibility and care for their lives. What I have to do is convince the 5 to 10% in the Senate that are independent, that are thoughtful, that look at voting one way or the other depending upon, in some cases, emotion, whether they like the guy or not.
Yeah, so he's trying to get those 5 to 10% of the people in the middle, and the way he's going to reach them is by going way to the right. That's how you get those people in the middle, and because he's never going to get those people who refuse to take responsibility for their lives and live off the government teach. You know, like those people who are over 65 years old and can't work anymore and live off Social Security and Medicare. It's those people who try to blame all their problems on Father Time.
He just needs that 5% of hateful, embittered people to come into his camp.
That's what he needs.
That's what he's counting on to win.
The people who resent other working people.
Who resent everybody else.
Other working people like the waiters, waitresses, and bartenders that are working there right now, feeding and serving him. Right. That to me, nobody else has pointed that out. I feel very good at the Jimmy Dore show that we got that. The waiters and waitresses right around. You know what I think is really sad here, Frank, is that he says that statement, 47% of Americans don't pay any income tax. And at no point does he go, hey, that's kind of fucked up, huh? Like maybe we should try to fix that, where people make enough money that they actually do qualify to pay income tax. Like that doesn't ever hit him like, oh, I never thought about that. These people are working and they don't even make enough money to, that doesn't.
Let's get rid of all those moochers who want jobs.
Yes. Let's get rid of all those moochers who want to work all day. So as my theory, and we've proven it to be true on this show before, whenever there's a Romney saying one thing, there's a videotape of a Romney saying the exact opposite thing. We've showed you Mitt does it by himself a lot, but he helps him sometimes, like with the clip of him saying that I put all my money in a blind trust, and then the wife saying, well, blind trust is how you hide money. So here it is. Here he is saying that if you don't pay income tax, I'm never going to reach you. I'm never going to get you. You're a victim. You're a moocher. Well, here's his mother talking about Mitt's father, and well, let's just take a look.
There are those who say that since he's a man of considerable means, he really doesn't care about people.
Well, you know, we've only owned our home for the last 4 years. He was a refugee from Mexico. He was on relief, welfare relief, for the first years of his life. But this great country gave him opportunities.
So there she is, talking about how
George Romney,
Mitt's father, actually was on welfare for several years, and that it has helped him get back on his feet. So what Mitt Romney's really saying was it's not his job to worry about those 47%. What he's saying is it's not his job to worry about people exactly like his father.
I think we should admire Mitt for achieving what he has, despite having such a deadbeat moocher of a father who was on welfare and then, you know, mooched his way into being head of General Motors or whatever that car.
Mooched his way in.
Yeah.
Well, here's one more. I have one more final clip from Mitt Romney, and you know, he's a good Christian. He believes Jesus, Christian values, Christian.
One last thought, you guys. When I was a boy, I used to think that becoming rich and becoming famous would make me happy. Boy, was I right. Thanks, you guys.
You know, that's exactly what America needs right now. Creepy, arrogant sarcasm. Isn't it?